Hello class, and remember today we are going to be continuing our music lesson. And so we've been working really hard on working on our music and working on getting our music down. And we've talked about rhythms, we've talked about all those sorts of things. And now I have a little story to tell you guys about the music notes and their names. So first of all, we have here Lady Treble. Now, Lady Treble is the owner of a place called the Treble Towers. The Treble Towers is where all the music notes live. And so we're going to find out that everybody has a specific place that they like to live because of different reasons. So, Treble Towers, you're going to notice, has lines and it has spaces. Now, all of those lines are houses and homes that have balconies or patios. So some people like to live where there's a balcony or a patio. Does anybody have a home that has a balcony or a patio outside? Yeah, that's great. So some people are going to have homes that have balconies and patios, and then the others are the spaces. And now the spaces are going to be big open rooms that are just open rooms. So we have rooms that are big apartments that are just one big room. Now, can anybody think of some big rooms that are out there? Awesome. So those are some really great big rooms, right? Like just big living rooms or even just big rooms kind of like the classroom. That's where those people are going to be living. So Lady Treble is the owner of the Treble Towers. Now you're going to notice that there are 5 spaces. No, there are 5 lines and 4 spaces in her towers. Now we're going to talk about 7 people that live in these towers. So we're going to talk about those people. The first person I want to talk to you guys about is named Carlos. Now, Carlos is a cook. He lives on the bottom because he is a cook and he likes to go outside. He likes to cook a lot of barbecues and things like that. He likes to have barbecues. He likes to have people over. And so he likes to have the bottom floor with a balcony with a patio that's right there. So he has a patio that's ready for him to have barbecues outside, lots of people. He likes to have lots of people over. And so Carlos is a cook. Now, what letter does Carlos start with? That's right, his name starts with a C. And so C is the first note that we're going to go over. C. He lives on the bottom and he has his own nice little line that he likes to live on because he has his own patio outside. So next we have Donna. Now Donna is a doctor and she lives in our very first bottom space. She lives right above Carlos. Now she's a doctor, so she has all of this doctor equipment, and sometimes, she doesn't really need a lot of things as a doctor. She just has doctor equipment, and then she's in, and then she goes to work, and then she comes back. Now, doctors are very busy people, so she just has one big room for where she's going to be living. And so Donna is a doctor. She lives on that second line. Now, what does Donna start with? That's right. Her name starts with a D, so D is our next letter. So first, class, we had what letter? That's right, we had C for Carlos. Carlos is the first person. He is our cook that lives on the bottom floor. And he has his own patio and he likes to do what? That's right, he likes to cook. So he likes to cook. And then we have Donna. Donna is our doctor. Now, does Donna have a lot of time to do things? No, Donna does not have a lot of time to do things. So Donna is going to be the person that lives on that second floor, and so she is D. Next, we have, any guesses on our next letter? That's right, E, Ed Engineer. Now, Ed Engineer drives trains. Engineers drive trains, and so he drives trains. Now, in his spare time, he likes to have model trains. Has anybody ever seen a model train before? There are these really cool things that go on tracks, and you can build them and you can make them go wherever you want them to go. Well, Ed Engineer has his own model train set, and so he likes to make his gigantic set as big as he can, and so he makes it go inside all the little rooms, he makes it go outside to the patio, he makes it come inside. He loves trains, so he makes them go in, out. He likes that there could be tunnels and all of these different things for all of his trains to go through. And so we have Ed Engineer. Now, what letter does Ed's name start with? That's right, he is an E. And so we have E. He is that very, very, very first line on Trouble Towers. He lives right there on that first line with the balcony outside. So we're going to go back and we're going to remember our first person was who? That's right, Carlos. Carlos the cook. And so Carlos likes to live on the bottom floor. He has his barbecue and his patio ready to go cook. Then we have Donna. That's right, Donna the doctor doesn't have too much time because she is a doctor. So she has all of this space. She didn't need a balcony. She doesn't have time to look outside her balcony. She's so busy helping people feel better. And then we have Ed Engineer. We just went over him. Ed Engineer likes to have all his model trains go inside and outside all of these little places, and so he absolutely loves that. Next, we have Freddie the firefighter. Freddie the firefighter. Now, firefighters like to work out. They need to be ready to go, and they have all of this equipment. And so he has all of his workout equipment. He has dumbbells, right? Those dumbbells are those things that they hold, and they kind of pull them up really slow and pull them up really slow and back. And so we have Freddie the firefighter. Now, Freddie the firefighter has all of his workout equipment, so he has to have all of this space. So that's why he lives on the first space. He needs all of this space to hold all of his firefighting equipment and all of his workout equipment, that he has to have all of this big amounts of space. And also, you need space if you're going to have a dog, so he has his own Dalmatian, and so he has all of this space. So he has all of this space just for all of that. So, going back, we have first person on the bottom floor on his patio with his barbecue is, that's right, Carlos the cook. After that, we have on the first space, or the bottom space, we have Donna the doctor. That's right. She's the one that has not a lot of time, but she's so busy making people feel better that she doesn't need all that extra stuff. She doesn't need the balcony to enjoy or anything like that. Next, we have Ed Engineer. Ed Engineer likes to have all of his model trains go in and out, right? He likes to have trains go outside on the patio and then come inside and go out to the balcony and go inside all of these different rooms. So he has that. Then we have Freddie the firefighter. Freddie the firefighter has all of his workout equipment ready in all of that space. Next, we have Gardner Grace. For those of you that were onto it, we are on G. Gardner Grace. Now, Gardner Grace, as you can tell, really likes to take care of her plants. She has a great green thumb, so she takes care of all of her plants, and so she really loves, her favorite part of her apartment and her home is her balcony, where she gets to keep all of her plants, get them the right amount of sunlight, and ready to go. So she absolutely loves her balcony, where she can keep all her plants ready to go. And Gardner Grace starts with what letter? That's right, Gardner Grace starts with A-G, and so we have Gardner Grace is G. So we have had so far C for Carlos, D for, that's right, Donna, E for Ed Engineer, F for Freddie the firefighter, and now we have our fifth note, which is G for Gardner Grace. Next, we have Abby, Abby the artist. Now, Abby the artist has all of this space because guess what? She's an artist. She needs all of this space for her art. So she has lots and lots of paintings everywhere. She has her drawings. She has paint all over the place. So she has all of this space in her apartment and in her home to have her paintings up everywhere. She likes to have people over to look at all the paintings. So having all of this space is so nice to be able to um, take care of all of her art. So Abby the artist is the person that is on our second space. She has all of this space for her art. And finally, we have Butler Bobby. Now, Butler Bobby lives on the third line from the bottom. And so Butler Bobby, right, he loves to be a butler. And he has to take care of everything. And so he has the nicest apartment with the nicest rooms. And so he doesn't like to have all this open space. He likes to have everything in its rightful spot. So he puts everything in its right spot. And sometimes he even has people over and he takes them outside on his balcony, which is a very nice place to be. But Butler Bobby takes care of everybody on that line. So, we are going to go back and we are going to review everything that's going on so we can remember where everybody lives. So the first person we had was Carlos the cook. That is correct. Carlos the cook starts with the letter C. He lives on the bottom and he likes to have his patio ready for his ready with his barbecues and things like that. Then we have Dr. Donna. She likes to take care of people, but she doesn't have a lot of time for her home. So she just has all this space. She doesn't need a balcony. She doesn't have time to sit on her balcony. So she just has all of that. Next, we have Ed Engineer. Now, Ed Engineer, remember, likes to have all his trains go in and out of all of the different places. He likes to have him go outside on the balcony and come back inside after that. Then we have Freddie the firefighter, which is F, our next letter. And Freddie, right, likes to have all his workout equipment. He works out and he works really hard, and so he needs all of that space. That's why he lives on the first space for his workout equipment, for his firefighting equipment, and for his lovely, lovely, lovely dog. Next, we have Gardener Grace. Remember, Gardener Grace likes to have all her plants where? That's right, she likes to have all her plants outside on her balcony. And so she takes care of all of her plants. Her favorite part of her home is her balcony where all her plants can live and be happy and get the right amount of sun. Next, we have Abby the artist. Now, Abby the artist needs all that space, right, for all her paintings and all her pictures and all her drawings. So she has all of its space out there. She likes to have people over to look at her art, but she also needs all that space for people to be in there to look at her art. So remember, Abby artist is our second space. She likes to paint art and do all that stuff. Finally, we have Butler Bobby. Butler Bobby is on that third line, right? He is a butler for so many different kinds of people, and he likes to take care of things, and he likes things in their particular spot, right? Remember, he doesn't like big open spaces because there's no reason for big open spaces. You need to have places for every single little thing. And so he is B, Butler Bobby. So, right, we have C for Carlos, D for Donna, E for Ed, F for Freddie, G for Gardener Grace, A for Abby, and B for Butler Bobby. Now, hopefully we can remember that, and we're going to say it together one more time. So we have C for Carlos, D for Donna, E for Ed Engineer, F for Freddie, the firefighter, G for Gardener Grace, A for Abby the artist, and B for Butler Bobby. Now, they all live on the Treble Towers, right? Which is where Lady Treble lives and owns her tower. And so now I want us to be able to figure out who lives on this line. So I'm going to show you guys a picture and I want you guys to tell me who lives on this line. All right, so who lives on this line? That's right, it is Gardener Grace. Remember, she likes to have her garden outside, and so she likes to have lots of sun on her patio. Now, who lives on this space? That's right, it is Fireman Freddy. He has all that space for all his equipment. All right, let's see if I can trip you guys up. Who lives on this line? Oh, you guys are so good. You were paying attention. That is Butler Bobby. Now, last one. Who lives here? Oh, I can't trip you guys up. That was right. It is Carlos the cook. So, now what we're going to do is I have a song for you guys to figure out. So, I'm going to give you this paper and I'm going to have you guys go in groups and you guys are going to have to figure out, first of all, I want you to name the note places that they are. And then we're going to see if you guys can figure out the song. It's a song that everybody in the room should know. So hopefully we can figure this out together. So I've given you guys some time to work on this, and you guys have tried to hum out the tune. So what song do you guys think this is? That's right, it is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Very good, guys. You guys are awesome. Well, just remember from now on that when we talk about music notes, we're going to talk about Lady Treble quite often from now on in class. So make sure that you remember all our note names, all the way from C and Carlos to B, Bobby the butler. So continue working and continue practicing that at home.